is Tuesday, which means it's Q&A day. For those of you who are new to the vlog, every Tuesday on my Will Travel for Vegan Food Facebook page, I post the question or statement, ask me anything. So this Tuesday, I'm outside. It is officially becoming jacket weather here in upstate New York. I have mixed feelings about it, but we don't need to get into that. The last few Q&As that I did, I recorded using the built-in camera on my computer, but I found that the audio wasn't always syncing up, and then it would take me a really long time to edit because I would have to detach the audio and move it to sync up to my mouth. So that was frustrating. So I've switched to recording using my iPhone. I brought my computer outside and I'm going to answer the cues off of the computer. Allison asks, what is your favorite vegan, cruelty-free toothpaste? Still trying to find one I actually like. That's a good question, Allison. I don't remember the brand off the top of my head that I currently use. It is one that I get through doTERRA, which is mostly known for their essential oils. Check out doTERRA. I'll put a link to it below. I enjoy using some of their essential oils, and it's one of their toothpaste that I like. I think it's like a cinnamony flavor. I would also suggest, even if it sounds a little odd, Googling how to make your own homemade toothpaste, because there are a lot of simple ingredients that you can mix together, like baking soda and coconut oil, and add like mint flavor or something like that, which is much cheaper, and then you don't use the bottles or the tubes, for waste, and then you can just mix it in like a container that you reuse. I'm almost out of my current toothpaste, so you know what? Well, let's do that together. Samuel asks, what was the most embarrassing moment of your trip? Well, there's the poo story, which the full version is in my book. And I don't know if it was super embarrassing because, well, I did write about it and share about it publicly, and also it happened in kind of a private setting, thank goodness. So there was that. Most embarrassing. I guess I just don't get easily embarrassed. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Fortunately, I didn't really get caught in anything too awkward or strange. Oh, that's a boring answer, but it's the truth. Ella says, are you doing a Will Travel for Vegan Food World Edition, or are you going to have other editions based on specific countries? Oh, that's a good question, Ella. I would definitely like to take the trip internationally. In fact, I have tentative, yet to be plans to go to some other countries next year. And when I'm there, of course, I will be taking everyone who's watching this vlog with me, and anyone who follows along on social media or on my blog. Of course, I will be updating you every step of the way. Some of the top places on my list include Germany and Thailand. Julie writes, how did you start Will Travel for Vegan Food? Do you use your own money to travel, or is it funded by others? Julie, I've answered this question a bunch of times. It's also fully explained both on the About page of my website and in the first chapter of my memoir, which is available on Amazon and on veganpublishers.com. The short version is, for the formal part of the trip, which was from the fall of 2011 to August of 2013, I lived entirely off of donations. I started by doing a Kickstarter.com crowdfunding campaign, and then I had some very generous donors that continued to donate money to keep me going. And the whole getting started story and how the trip came about and all of that jazz, you can actually read the first full chapter or listen to the audio version where I read it on my website. It's wtfveganfood.com/Chapter 1 audio, and I'll put a link to it below. Kitra says, I know you find a lot of great food on your trips. Do you ever come across places with really awful food? Absolutely. I mean, every now and then, of course. And I think some of the worst ones I've probably put out of my mind because I'd rather just not share them at all than talk specifically about how bad something is. And also, taste is subjective. So even though I post a lot of stuff about how much I love this or that or the other thing, some people don't always like the things that I do. So I would hate to even put out there that there was something really, really bad and then have people not go to a restaurant just because my tastes might be different than theirs. Emily asks, how do you eat all that awesome food and stay in shape? Well, the trick, Emily, is that I'm actually not in shape at all. I just come from very good genes. Both of my parents are very healthy, although I will say that I don't always eat everything that's on my plate. So I kind of do portion control, but not intentionally keeping myself from eating a certain amount because I definitely overeat regularly as well. But when I start feeling full, I stop eating and I just save the rest of the food for later, so that probably helps. When I was on my formal road trip, which is what the book is all about, the memoir, I gained 25 pounds by the end of the trip because I was going out to eat every single day, almost 3 times a day, and I was getting dessert at almost every location, and I ate anything and everything that was vegan, so I wasn't really thinking about it. But since the trip had ended, the formal ongoing trip, I definitely had lost some of that weight and stop eating when I'm full. I don't always get dessert, so all of these things factor in, but I'm also just very fortunate that I think I have pretty good genes that keep me from totally blowing up if I have a piece of cake every now and then. Lisa asks, are you planning to come to Costa Rica? Actually, Lisa, yes, I am. I'm going to be in Nicaragua the 3rd week of February. I'm co-hosting a lifestyle empowerment retreat with Grace Ben Burkham. It's a 7-day retreat on Little Corn Island, and it's going to be really fantastic. We're doing morning yoga with Grace. In the afternoons, I'll be teaching workshops on life empowerment, awareness, wellness, personal health, growth, strength, all of those things. And then in the evening, we'll be doing group meditations. And between those times, everyone will be able to have the run of the island and kind of do whatever they want, snorkeling, using the other water equipment of the island. And we've reserved the entire island just for this retreat for that week. It's going to be amazing. It includes 3 raw vegan meals every single day, including juice and smoothies, prepared by Grace. So it's going to be so good. To answer your question though, either before or after that retreat, I'm planning to hop over to Costa Rica because I'm going to be so close and I've always wanted to check it out. So I'll probably plan to stay maybe 4 to 6 weeks if I can find a good area with strong internet and easily accessible by foot. Amelia asks, what is the single best response you have for meat eaters asking why you go vegan? I have so many long-winded answers and people lose interest after the 3rd sentence. What could I say? This is a great question, Amelia. I usually keep it relatively short, and this is what I say if someone asks. I say, well, there are 3 main reasons why I'm vegan: for my health, for the environment, and for the animals. And then I stop talking, and if they ask more questions, then I'll get into more details. So that's one way that you can keep it short, and of course customize it to the reason or reasons that you have chosen to be vegan. Michael asks, who are your top 3 most inspiring content creators or entrepreneurs, and why is entrepreneurs so hard to spell? To answer the latter question, Michael, I don't know. What a terrible decision on the creators of grammar things to spell entrepreneurs that way. My top 3 favorite content creators: Casey Neistat, Marie Forleo, and Pat Flynn. What's your favorite vegan cheese recipe or store-bought? Hands down, number 1, my favorite vegan cheese is Miyoko's. Go to miyokoskitchen.com. I'll put a link to it below. Francis asks, what's the best lazy vegan cookbook? I've stopped kind of collecting cookbooks because I travel so much, so I'm not an expert in this, but probably that one that's for stoners. There is like a stoner's cookbook of some kind, and I'm guessing that one's probably really easy. There's also something called the 5-ingredient vegan, I believe. It's either 5-ingredient vegan, and that cookbook is great because every recipe is only 5 ingredients. And the last question comes from Malvika. She asks, can I come with you on all of your trips? Malvika, if you would like to sponsor my journeys and pay for everything, I'd be more than happy for you to join me on my trips. Or, absolutely. I mean, I'm serious. If there's something that you'd like to join me for, let's Skype about it and talk about it. I mean, I'm always up for an adventure, and you know what? I spent enough time traveling alone. I'm absolutely ready to have a travel partner, even if it's just for one location. Hi, Pep. Hi. Hey, mister. Hi. Hi, Pippa. All right, guys, my intention was just to keep this vlog as the Q&A. I'm going to go inside and enjoy dinner with my parents. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to eat well and travel often.